At 6, a Georgetown neighborhood is fed up, claiming they've faced multiple power outages over the last 3 years. One resident did the math and says his power's gone out more than 20 times, saying fellow neighbors are also anxious this keeps happening. He's opening up to KVUE's Isabella Basco about all his frustrations. Isabella, what did he tell you?
Well, Jenny, Georgetown resident Ryan Hay lives in La Conterra neighborhood and says these power outages have disrupted his life in every way, affecting his livelihood and getting basic tasks done.
From previous winter storms to the recent winds we've been experiencing, Texas weather can be unpredictable, but Georgetown resident Ryan Hay is noticing something else consistent in his neighborhood.
And I've counted 23 separate incidents where power has gone out over the last 3 years. Power has gone out because of, I just think, my opinion is bad transformer maintenance and power lines not being maintained.
Just this week, he says the power's gone out twice from the strong winds, affecting not only his ability to get things done, but also his job because he works from home.
So of course I can't work, which causes some issues, and then just general quality of life, not having power to cook breakfast, get stuff done. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people who are getting frustrated that the front half of this neighborhood loses power more than any other community that I've lived in.
He showed us social media pages where he notices neighbors are often posting about power outages.
They're getting very frustrated and they want accountability. They want answers to why this is happening. We don't want finger pointing.
And he's determined to get that accountability from his utility company, Oncor.
I have a very long Facebook PM thread with Oncor detailing my grievances. I also have a very long text message thread. I've called multiple times.
KVUE News reached out to Oncor for a statement. A company spokesperson says their team has replaced poles, overhead conductor adjustments, and performed additional tree trimming to address the wind impacts responsible for the outages this week. The statement also says in part, we believe these improvements will help lessen the potential for similar outages in the future. Improvements that Hay desperately wants to see.
We're about to ready to have even worse weather come in, and we're all bracing for it.
In Georgetown, Isabella Basco for KVUE News.
And as we inch closer to the Arctic blast, the state's power grid operator continues to update its power supply and demand forecast online. Now, as you can see, this top line represents the projected amount of megawatts that will be available, and this bottom line right here is the projected demand. As you can see, the two closest points coming up on Tuesday evening, with ERCOT projected to have briefly enough megawatts of power to keep up with demand. Please keep in mind these are just projections, so we'll continue to keep a close eye on how they may fluctuate in the coming days.